everybody always picking on me?
Happy Sunday to all of you. It is Sunday and I'm about to go see Lion King, the new Lion King. I will tell you what I think in the next clip. I'm excited. Alright, so I just saw Lion King and wow, beautiful, beautiful picture. I'm just speechless. I mean, Jon Favreau and all the people at Disney, and it was amazing. You know, I know a lot of people want the same exact movie. They want the cartoon to match up with the live action, or sometimes people want different, so you're not going to please everybody. With that said, it was pretty much shot for shot, but there were certain things thrown in there that were nice. Like, you don't want everything to be exactly the same. Of course, it's beautiful, it's live action, it looks stunning, it really does. And I like the nod to the original by having the same shots in there, but then also little tweaks here and there, which are nice. You know, that didn't happen in the original. Awesome, oh, that's cool, that's different. That's what I live for. I like those sort of things, because if you want the original, just go watch the original cartoon. You don't need to have everything the same, having a live, you know, lion doing the same thing. You don't need to have that. Or Pumbaa being exactly the same and that scene being exactly the same. No, you don't need that, because you have the original. Why do you need it to be exactly the same, but in live action? You don't. So that's why I loved it. There are little things, little tweaks here and there that were like, oh, that's cool. Oh, they did that differently. Oh, that's a different line. It doesn't have to be the same. And there were the same lines. So that's what I enjoyed. There's same lines here, and he's saying it differently. Like James Earl Jones. Ooh, thunder. James Earl Jones was in it as Mufasa again. He said lines differently, but said the same line, but you know, said them differently is what I'm trying to say. So it was outstanding, amazing. I can't wait for it to be released. I will buy that. I think it's one of the best live actions. Jungle Book probably second, Dumbo third. I know they've done a lot of other live actions. I haven't seen Aladdin yet, but I heard that was amazing, and I can't wait to see that next. But Jon Favreau as the director, always. Chef is one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen that movie, go see that. Iron Man, he started off the Marvel universe there. I believe that being the first one. There might have been like a Hulk that came before that, but I see Iron Man as the beginning of the MCU. I didn't care so much for Iron Man 2, but he did Zathura. He did so many great films that is under his belt, so he's definitely the one. He did Elf, and he's in Elf, so yes, Jon Favreau definitely as director is outstanding. Of course, I want to give a nod to the original animators of Lion King. People who have worked on that movie from the 90s, 94 was one of my favorite movies growing up, and the people who worked on this. There's so many people that have worked on movies, so I want to give a shout out to all of them. It's not just one person. You need thousands of people to work together to bring masterpiece after masterpiece together, like these movies that Disney is doing. So shout out to them. As always, shout out to Walt Disney for starting this off with, and Ub Iwerks as well. He doesn't get mentioned enough. Was the man who came in and helped animate movies like, or cartoons like Steamboat Willie and Plane Crazy with Mickey Mouse. So hats off to him as well. So yes, definitely go see Lion King if you haven't seen it yet. I think I give it 2 thumbs up, 100% for me. I don't think there's anything I would have changed. I think they did it beautifully. I think everything's perfect about this. It just looks beautiful. The CGI, if that's CGI, looks real. It really does. It just looks outstanding. The voice acting was so amazing. Seth Rogen as Pumbaa was hilarious. I loved him in the voice of Pumbaa. So yes, make sure you see this. If it leaves theaters, definitely rent it or purchase it. I purchase all my movies usually. I don't do Blu-rays anymore. I do a lot of digital downloads for iTunes, so I get those like after people buy the Blu-ray set, and then they sell me the digital download for like $5 or $10. So that's usually where I get my movies afterwards. So what's going on for the rest of the day? I am looking through currently this session that I did this past weekend. Baby session. She's having a baby and they have a kid, so it's like a family slash baby session or maternity session. So I'm currently looking through those and editing those right now. Of course, sitting in the new chair that you saw in last episode is helping me through these sessions. My back feels amazing today, so definitely get this chair if you're looking to purchase. It's about $100, takes about an hour to put together, takes 3 days to come. So in 3 days, your back can be feeling 100 times better. I'm probably, every day it felt about like 50%, and today it feels like 95. Oh, it feels really good. And I sat in here for an hour yesterday, did a live stream that you can see on jdrawsdisney.net. So that's it for me. I saw a movie today, I'm editing, and hopefully you guys are well. Happy Sunday to all of you. Go subscribe to my YouTube, jdrawsdisney.net, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. I'm also to hang out with a friend later at about 8:30. We're going to go and hit up an area that has pinball and stuff. And video games. So I'll probably film a little bit of that and put that in this vlog. Back now. This is like a 2-day vlog. Yesterday, hung out with my buddy James. We went to the hangar in Amherst, and I got myself a Jack and Coke. And then I don't usually drink. And then we also got a bunch of nachos that were really good, but we couldn't finish them between both of us. And James paid, so that was nice for my birthday tomorrow. And today I went to tag sales. Well, I went to tag sale yesterday too, and I got a lot of great finds. What I found at a tag sale, I got a Mickey plate where you could probably serve drinks on that. You could probably clean that up real quick for $1, and I got a Sega Genesis. It is pretty dusty. I think I can dust it off. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna try powering it up, but I got a bunch of cords, so we'll see. I wonder where they got that from. I don't know if that's just as cleaned. It's not very clean. They might have had it out in the rain yesterday, but I did get this, and we're gonna hook this up and see if this actually works. So I did clean the Genesis. You see how dirty it was. I'm a little leery. I don't know if this is gonna work because the power button doesn't look like it's switching over, so this might not work. We shall see once we plug it all in. I don't know, maybe some pressure. Maybe. We shall see if it stays on or not. So yeah, the Sega Genesis didn't work. I think it's this on-off. I'm not going to go back and say, oh, give me my $10 back. They gave me all these cords, and I will open it and see if I can get it working. It seems like there's just some screws back there, take off, and then we'll see what the problem is to see if we can get it to power on eventually. So for $10, hey, you could probably hang it on your wall or something. It's not a big deal. It could go up there if you wanted to. I don't know. I do have another Genesis over here, so that one does work. That one, the one that's on the floor there next to the Super Nintendo, that one was like, I want to say like $50-$60. I paid $10 for this, and lady said it worked, but we all know how that goes when they say it works at a tag sale. It usually doesn't. I remember buying a 32X that hooked up into the Sega Genesis that got the graphics from 16-bit to 32-bit at like a flea market or something. The guy's like, doesn't work, and I was like, I'll buy it. And it was like $1. And I never had a 32X. That's like one thing. It was like a add-on to the Sega Genesis. I never owned it, but then you had to buy special games for that said 32X. So it's just another add-on. Did increase the graph. I rented one once though at was it Movie Gallery or something? You could rent systems as well, and I don't think it was that much more. I think you had to put like a deposit down of like $100 or $200, and you got that money back. It was like still like $5 or whatever to rent it for a few days. So you see how much they're going for on like the Facebook marketplace, $35. There's a Sega Genesis right there. I think he says it has all the cords except for one, which I have that cord. Not that I'm going to buy this because I have another Sega Genesis. I just thought, hey, take a shot for $10. Broken Genesis for $10. Working Genesis, $35. I did get the Mickey plate kind of polished up nice. Maybe a little bit on the side here. They got to work on that. Maybe there as well, but there was probably a sticker on the back of some sort. But I thought that cleaned up pretty nice for only $1. You could hang that somewhere. That's definitely some part of... I like this sort of classic Mickey handout, just Walt Disney World. I don't know the date on this one though. I was looking for it. I didn't know when this one was actually made. I like to see the dates. So I'm assuming probably 70 or 80s. I figured if I could get one of these controllers, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 controllers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's also a cleaning thing. I don't know if that works. If I can get one of these to work, I think I've made my $10, because I think controllers are probably, we'll look those up. So there's a controller right there for $12.99. So if I can get one controller working on my already working Sega Genesis that I paid, and I want to say I maybe paid like $40 for that. I don't think I paid $60. But if I can get that working, then I think it's paid for itself, the $10 I shelled out for the Sega Genesis. So I'm going to try that now. First controller, cleaned it off and everything. Left and right, up and down work. And I think start worked too. But then when I go to hit the buttons, they don't work. So we'll try the next controller. So this controller, I think start works and like left, right, but not down. So this is not a good controller. This was like a super pad. Truth on this third controller. So I've tested 2 so far. I'm not cleaning these off until I test them and wash my hands, of course, after this. So let's see what happens with this one. So this controller actually works. I tested all the buttons. I can't show you right now but I am able to move around the court, which is awesome, and shoot in turbo and push. Still testing it, but it seems to work. Pause works. This one works. So we got our money's worth. Yay! $12-13 bucks. Toss the other ones. I'm not gonna hang on to broken controllers. Actually works. It's like a, I don't know, like a turbo one or something. So tested all the buttons. That one seems to work. So 2 out of 4. This one I don't like at all. Left and right, up and down all work. I think turbo works too, but the shoot wasn't allowing me to work, so I'm gonna toss this one. I don't know, maybe I'll try cleaning up, see if I can get it to work. These 2 work. This one maybe I'll clean off. Yes, my sunglasses are on the ground. and those two I'm going to toss, and this is the last one, but it looks like some sort of rat or something got a hold of this one. That looks pretty bad, so we're going to test this. Everything, it's like a turbo one. We'll see in a second. So this one actually works. Surprising that the rat or whatever got a hold of that. If anything even got a hold of that, we don't know. Just torn. I'm trying to get a close-up of it, but it's a little difficult. This one actually works. I'll probably just do some electrical tape. So 3 out of, what did we have, 7? There was 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 out of 6 works. That's pretty good. Pretty good odds. So that's not bad considering. It was $10. I got 3 controllers working out of 6. The console does not work, but you could maybe tinker around with it for $10. I mean, $10, why not? I already have a working Genesis, but I got some controllers out of it. That's kind of cool. Always look for things like that. If you can get all the cords, make sure you get all the cords, because she was trying to charge me another $5 for all the cords, but all these systems came with cords, and sometimes games later on you could get a game for it. I think that came with like Sonic or something, but I was able to get all the controllers and stuff for $10, and then I also have the power cords as well. Sometimes those go for $10 or so. So that's it for this vlog. I know this is like a 2-day thing, and we'll start working on tomorrow's vlog, but this one will go up today, Sunday. Started on Saturday. So I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel, jaydrawsdisney.com. jaydrawsdisney.com is actually where you get art, but if you go to jaydrawsdisney.net, that's where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. 2 away from 300. Let's get there today. Peace.